So I think this is our final question, and it's come in again through our Slido platform. It says, to any of our panelists, do you think your respective events were a good investment in terms of time, resources, input, and outcome?
Yes, maybe on UNICEF end. I think it's true. There was a lot of time, a lot of preparation. On the content side, it was the innovation team in UNICEF worked quite a lot on this. Also, our communication colleagues and my colleagues as well in our team, we put a lot of efforts. And it was a lot of energy. I think the overall assessment it was worth the efforts. On the one hand, because we were able to engage the member states, the 36 member states of our executive board, on a topic that it's not in the formal agenda. So I think it's something that is emerging, has been emerging. We cannot say it's new, right? So it's something that is not statutory, but it's something that the board also cannot overlook, right? So in that sense, it was good. And also on our office side, it was also good to see that in fact, we can have a board session, an informal and very interactive and engaging type of discussions. So we are planning to do more of these sessions, perhaps not the staging, not the lights as you have seen, but yes, we will continue using this format of informal and special focus session to make more dynamic and more engaging the discussions with the member states.
Great, thank you. Julia, you mentioned that you do site visits with your member states. So was this just one of the types of site visits that you do? And is this part of your kind of strategic engagement with the board on an ongoing basis in terms of investment and time and resources in engaging with them?
So the board itself, or through the executive board secretariat, undertakes field visits. Normally they go to a specific country and look at specific operations there. So that is a formal engagement process our executive board has. The fact that this time the visit destination was a non-operational environment, if you want, so I mean operational from our perspective, but obviously not in the field where was a first of its kind, following a test visit that the board did to Brindisi to look at the UNHRD, the Humanitarian Response Depot there. So it's, I mean, I think from our side, for us, it was absolutely worthwhile to go through, let's say, there's the kind of time crunch preparatory part of it. We did it all in-house here, so from a resources perspective, absolutely manageable. And I mean, we had to actually shift the Scale-Up Bootcamp slightly to match the tight agenda of the executive board. But I mean, this all turned out to be very, like, a very targeted engagement. We had the exclusivity of talking about innovation exclusively during this 3/4 of a day was, I think, a huge advantage compared to doing something on the sidelines of the board in Rome when there's a lot of competing conversation, competing priorities, etc. So to have the focus here of the delegates on the project and on what WFP is doing in the innovation space, especially in this informal environment, was, I think, very beneficial for the conversation.
Great, thank you, Julia. Anastasia, any final comments from you about the level of effort it takes to engage the board in some of these conversations and some of the work that you've done on your strategy, but also with the innovation fair, which I'm sure is a huge amount of effort to put together?
Sure, thank you. And I think I will focus on innovation fair for this one. And as you rightly mentioned, it was a lot of effort and a lot of preparation and coordination to put together. But I think it was one of the most impactful and talked about part of the event program and the annual meetings. It was very well received, and the fact that we want to do it again in the spring meetings is definitely an indicator that it was worth our time and all the effort. And I want to say that when we're talking about disruptive tech solutions or innovative solution more broadly, showcasing tech solutions is always extremely engaging and is, I think, always creates a lot of this additional value as it helps to actually see the impact and what the solutions are about. So I think it's worth doing it